That's exactly right.
You can't handle the rental car.
In class, I met 2.5.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for coming tonight. Always like to start off thanking people because we couldn't do what we do without all of your help and so on, and people that aren't here. And maybe one of my list I do not see it. I'd like to thank the band and the other custodians to help us out with the gym this year, keeping it clean, doing the floor night of games, etc. Big help. We appreciate that a whole lot. Parents, families, thank you for all your support. Not only for us, but for those young ladies over there, because that's what this is all about. Also, I know you don't get thanked enough, but I know grades thank you when they go through the line on the way to ball games and pick up their meal. I know they say thank you. I also want to thank you for them because it's huge for them to have something to eat on the way to the game. And I know it takes a lot of time and effort on your part, money on your part, but thanks again for that. I know it's great for them and they appreciate it. So thank you. I'd like to thank the two young ladies sitting down here in front, Dawn and Ruth. Now, being a coach's wife sometimes is not the most fun thing in the world, especially when the coach shows up at home and he's going to foul mood for whatever reason. So, but thank you two very much. Your support and being there all the time for us is a big help. And there for the ladies too. And there she is. My first Deanne. Because not only she's a parent, but she's also in the high school office. And for me not being here anymore in the elementary office, I count on her so much to help me out doing things. At the beginning of before the season starts, help getting physicals checked, insurance forms checked, all that paperwork. Huge from Deanne. I can't thank her enough for that. Things throughout the season she helps me with, and then at the end of the season, she helps me with all the certificate work, getting all that stuff typed up so it looks nice instead of me trying to write. You don't want me to write. So I get the forms where I need to get them. I give them to Deanne. She does all the printing and stuff on them. So thank you very much, Mrs. Peterson. I appreciate all your help over the last 6 years. So made my job a heck of a lot easier. Again, wives, thank you very much, okay, for all you do for us. Manager. Time we have 2 of the 3 areas of practice. That's here went along the shoe, kind of doing it down to one. One was plenty, but they help us with a lot of things. Practice, there's like a clock for practice. They go to all the games, help with stats, making sure things are getting done. If a girl needs something, they'll help get that for them. They set their schedule up. I don't have to worry about that. Bee's a freshman this year, jumped on board. Thank you, Bee, for helping out. I hope she sticks with it. She's a super job. Hannah C, her second year being a manager. First 2 years she's played. Managed the last 2 years and couldn't play because of her needs, which we totally understand. But she wanted to be part of what we were doing. We loved having her here. You can never get enough great kids. And we have 20 of them sitting over here, and she's just one of the 20. And awesome. We're glad to stay with it. And we got Ella this year for the 3rd year. And hopefully Ella sticks with it next year as a senior. The coaching staff to rely on her to get stuff done. And Jeff knows that, and we can't thank them enough. So we'll get back to you guys okay? Players. There's times Coach Lee gives me to put up with. And I appreciate your patience, your effort, attitude, understanding what we want to be the best you could be. And sometimes we have to push you to do that. You came to practice and came to game. You got after it some nights more than others, as we know. But we'll talk about that stuff in a bit. Thank you. It's a long season. As coach tries to tell you once in a while, this is your football. Okay? This is where you actually have body contact with the opponent. And it's not always the most fun thing in the world. But we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you putting your time in since November 1st until the second week of February. Long season. Thank you very much for everything you've done. We can talk more to you in a little bit. And I want to thank this young man back here. Jeff and I finished up our 6th year together. I think we've had a lot of good success. I want to say our record 6 years together was like 106 and 36. I think that's pretty damn good. And he had a lot to do with that, as well as lady sitting over here. But we got along well, we understood each other, and I can't thank him enough for what he's done for our program here. A lot of you, you may know this, you may not. Jeff goes down, let's say down, he goes to the 4th graders at the beginning of sometime in November, whatever, and helps get them organized to get them practicing, understanding what we would like to see them do and working on things to get them interested in basketball. And that's a big thing for us. And that's huge. He helps get Saturday mornings go in November. The other young man I want to thank for doing that for us is not here tonight. I think somebody told me he got lost in Kansas City. So he's not here anyway, but Coach Townsend helps too on Saturday mornings. And that's very much appreciated by the coaching staff. So without that help, we can't get our program to where we want it to be. Enough thanks for those 2 guys and others. Thank you so much for everything you've done for our program. Season. Talk just briefly about it. I always have high expectations. I will always have high expectations. Learned over my long 40-some years in coaching and being a principal and a teacher, if you don't have high expectations for your kids, they won't have them for themselves. And we have to have high expectations. We go into that every year with our goals on our goal sheet, and the last one is always what? You have forgotten. What's the last goal every year? State tournament. We want to go to state. That's our ultimate goal. Didn't quite happen. The 2nd year in a row, we lost our regional semifinals. 2 football teams. But anyway, high expectations. I will always have them. I hope if anything's rubbed off from me to them, that no matter what you do in life, you have high expectations for you. And I know potential grandma and grandpa sitting over here down the road 5, 10, 15 years. For your kids. Expectations. Have them. Okay, it's huge. With that also comes that we have to put the effort so on every day in practice, every night games to reach those goals we have. Sometimes the effort, I can never second guess the effort. Sometimes we weren't here every game. You watched. Sometimes it wasn't here. And that's happening. You don't understand. We're working with, is there any 14-year-olds over here? Everybody's 15 or older. 15, 16, 17, 18-year-old kids. They're kids. Sometimes I have a hard time keeping that in mind. Okay? But they are. Things are going to happen. Things will not always go the way you want. We can't say our season went the way we wanted this year with our final record and getting our last goal made. But it wasn't because of lack of effort, and it wasn't due because they didn't want it bad enough. So I can't thank them enough for that. Okay? Our seniors, front row right here, ended their high school careers with a varsity record of 67 and 38. That starts from when you're a freshman to when you're a senior. Okay? Not bad. I know that freshman year, none of them played varsity, but they started to a sophomore. So for the last 3 years, their record for varsity, 45 and 26. Not too bad. Pretty darn good. Awesome job. Okay, so the reason I bring that up is you've had success. You know what it takes to be successful. We talk throughout the year to carry that over in life. And yeah, I know we're here for basketball. We talked about some other things too and so on. So take that success you had here on this court, whatever you do from here on out, this spring and track, golf, whatever it might be, summer softball, going off to college next year. Don't forget things that we try to teach, doing things the STA way. Take you a long way. Very proud of each and every one of these students. Okay? Coach, want to talk about JV?
Sure. So we'll start off with some introductions. Our JV squad this year. Kenzie Peterson, Jr. Stand up. Sophie Erbach, Jr. Josie Jewell Jr., Bree Tabbert Jr. Thank you, Joe. Yes. And our sophomores was Ava Falk, McKenna Norby, Alexis Fryan. And our 3 freshmen, Brady Sherrard, Maddie Rosenberg, Olivia DeMaris. Overall, we had 18 games this season, and we won 16 out of 18. It was a pretty good season to start off with for some new faces on the team. Coming in as a freshman, you get a lot thrown at you. I mean, we have, how many baseline out of bounds plays we have? 9? They get them all. We throw everything that we throw the varsity at the JV squad. That way, when they move on to the next level, they are ready. But otherwise, yes, we had a great season. It was a lot of fun. These girls are all fun. I have a lot of fun with them. Still been in a couple games of pig once in a while, but not always. You can see who's rolling their eyes over there. They expect me to come out here and just be 100% shooting. They shoot practice all day long, and I sit here and watch them. But they got high expectations for their coach, so that's good. No, parents, love your daughters. A lot of fun. We're going to see you next fall. Who knows what's going to happen next fall. But anyway, here's your stats. You guys got anything you want to add? Bree's so talkative. But no, good. It was a great season.
I think 16-2 record is pretty darn good. Undefeated in our half of the conference is awesome. The cupboard's not empty. They stay with it and work hard. Who knows? But you got to put. They know. I won't reach to them again. They know. Okay. We always have the girls at the end of the season, their last meeting, vote on a couple different awards. They vote on the most improved JV player from the beginning of the season to the end. They can vote on who they feel their most valuable player is for their JV team for the year. We order plaques and so on. That's why it's tonight instead of like 3 weeks ago. So I have to wait to get these things in. And the last week, the week before conferences, so I'm sorry about it being so late, but that's kind of so you understand why. But for the JV, and Coach and I vote, they vote, and I tally them up, and that's what we go with. And, over the years, all the kids I've done this with pretty much have voted for who I think, yeah, they deserve it. So I think they do a pretty darn good job. They take it seriously, which is important. Okay, JV most improved player this year. You'll be surprised, I think, but she did. Olivia DeMaris. Good job, O. And then the JV most valuable player this year, I think, again, well-deserved, earned it, really came on during the year, started seeing a little varsity action at the end of the year. And of course, I have nothing to say about it. I think I would have very high expectations for her last couple of years. And that is McKenna Norby. Okay, I want to talk about the 3 managers one more time, got a little something for them. So if you 3 would come up here, please. Don't be back. I want you to know that it was not me that purchased the snacks and stuff. You don't know that. So who did all that? But a little something to thank you from us to you, and because of all the time we put in and so on. And as I was telling Della earlier, I forgot something. I forgot your letter certificate. So I will see Coach Culberson tomorrow, get that done. Okay? So Deanne, you'll have 3 on each. Okay. So I apologize for that, but thank you so much for the job well done this year. You don't know how much I appreciate it. Don't worry about stuff that I know you got there. So thank you. Okay? Thank you very much. I say this every year, but I'm a stats guy. spent a lot of time on stats, a lot of time looking at varsity bound, looking at opponents, especially the last 3 years. Ruth could vouch for that. That's pretty much what I do all day, from November till February. But that's what I enjoy doing. But what you know, stats are great, but it's all about the W. That's what I talked a little bit about. So we will need to three, 4 freshmen with this. Okay. Our goals, a little bit again, talking about them. Our goal is to hold opponents to less than 12 points a quarter. And we did that. We had 96 quarters this year. We did it out of those, we did it for 65 of them. Okay, very good job. And game, we want less than 28 points a game for the opponent. And out of the 24 games, we did it 18 times. So again, goals are important to have. And the captains and I would meet in August, sit down and talk about those, and they would help set those. But anyway, nice job, girls. We want to score at least 56 points a game. And out of our 24 games this year, we did that 6 times. The next one you're going to laugh about, chuckle about, free throw shooting. Believe it or not, we do work on it, and a lot. We have something we're going to give out awards for a little bit later on. I'll talk more about that. But our goal is to shoot at least 70% from the free throw line during the game. We did that 3 times. Yeah, no, not happy about it, but it is what it is. Okay? It is what it is. And believe it or not, we weren't the worst free throw shooting team in the conference. And there were a couple teams that made it state tournament without worse free throw percentage than we did. So it's a vital part. It's a vital part of the game. It's huge, but it's not the end all. But yes, we did practice it. Okay, our goal is to have less than 15 turnovers a game. And out of our 24 games this year, we did it 8 times. When I first started coaching Bills basketball, when it switched from 6-player to 5-player, I listened to a college coach, and he said, shoot the ball before you turn it over. And he still says that today. Shoot the ball before you turn it over. And I got thinking about that. Yeah. If you turn it over, you don't have a chance to shoot the ball, do you? So it made sense to me. So that's why we always pushed it. That's why we tried to run as much as we could. Let's get a shot off before you turn it over. We talked about that. The last one I just want to mention is a goal that we have is a defensive goal that if Hannah took care of this stat for us all year long is we wanted to have 3 stops consecutively. So 3 times down the court, the other team did not score for whatever reason. Missed shot, turnover, whatever. We want to do that 7 times throughout the game. Okay? And we believe that if we do that, we will win 80 to 90% of our ball games. Okay? And it does work out that way. This year we did it 9 times. Okay? We lost 2 games when we did meet that goal. So it's not 100%, it's not going to work in every single game, but it's something that we strive for and we would talk about and keep track of that. We also, something kept track of this year, I think Hannah did too, with deflection. Using our hands on the ball and not on the bodies. So deflecting that pass, making that shot clock run. They're trying to chase the ball down, that kind of thing. So anyway, it's a stat that we kept. Been very, very good for us over the years. And it helped us focus on the defensive end of the court. So those some of those stats. In your girls will get this. And you will see a sheet in here that looks like this. And on that sheet is exactly what I've just kind of gone through. You will have the scores for each quarter for the other teams, our scoring, free throw percentage, turnovers, deflections. Our goal is to have 12 deflections or more a game. And believe it or not, 1, 2, 3, 4, about 6 times we did not make that goal. Not too bad. Because we didn't press every game. So anyway, offensive rebounding. Out of our 24 games, we did not meet our goal once. And that was the Clarksville game here, and we still won by 30-some points. So anyway, opponents' offensive rebounds, keeping them below 5 a game, which is hard. But, and then so on. But you'll have that here. Look at it. It's interesting. I find it that way. So A lot of other stuff in there as well. You will see we set no school records this year. I believe next year there could be a couple that go down. I'm not gonna say what it is, because I want them to focus on what they need to do as a team. There are a couple records that could go down next year. I hope they do. Anyway, letter winners. So girls, letters in varsity basketball this year. I'm gonna call your name off. Coach has your certificate, your chevron. If you think you should have a chevron or not getting one tonight, go see Mr. Culberson tomorrow or when you can. Just have him double check it if he has track of it. No, I don't. Okay, so I have what he gave me. So our letter winners this year, sophomores, Lindsay Cruiser. On up to do stuff, you know. Juniors, Amelia Porras, Kenzie Peterson, Sophie Urbach. And then seniors, Kaylee Hicken, Aspen Falk, Natalie Bork, Josie Jar, Kenzie Anderson. The chevrons, at least at one time, worked that first time you letter in a sport. No matter what sport it is, you would get that chevron for that sport. Now, later on in the year, if you lettered in another sport, you didn't get the chevron. Okay, so the next year, you lettered in that same sport again, you'd get that second chevron. So you could end up with 4 if you did it from your freshman year, or actually 5 if you're an 8th grader, softball. So that's how it works. And again, if you think you should get one, if you did, you just put some tomorrow. Right? Okay. Other awards. All conference awards this year. Honorable mention, Kaylee Hicken. Second team, Aspen Falk. And not every coach notes this, but I do. Every coach at the conference voted Aspen for second team. I think that's pretty cool. Everybody, yeah, you want her. Awesome job. First team all conference, Kenzie Anderson. Every coach in the conference voted for Kenzie. That tells me something. Okay, awesome job. Congratulations, all 3 of you. Well done. Also, I have not received anything. I don't know if I will. You probably.
No, this one.
Okay. Aspen was named Northwest Bank Academic All-State Team. Awesome job. I think your grade, I'm not trying to embarrass you. Your grade 4.0. Your ACT was what? 30. I might got half of that. But anyway, that's might be a little high. Congratulations. She will be getting a plaque from Northwest Bank for that and so on. I don't have that. Congratulations. Awesome job. And we throw that academic part of that in there. That's again why we're inside these 4 walls. Okay. Basketball is fun. Football is fun. It's about the academics. Yeah, don't want to lose sight of that. Congratulations. With me stepping down, I felt it was time to give this to somebody. Okay? Now, I found this. I shouldn't say me personally. I mean, I located it in the book. But it has a name on the back of it. And I think this person's granddaughter should have this. The name on the back of it is Sally Halverson. And think about how long that has been here. I knew Sally a little bit. She would come up and talk to me at football games. Once I was on the golf course, go up and talk to me and stuff like that. I didn't know Sally personally really well. Heard a lot of great things about Sally. I know she coached here years ago. And I think AP deserves to have this. and cherish this for the rest of your life. So, AP, to yours. My grandparents are always very special to me. So I saw that, I thought, it's got to be done. Okay, something we did new this year that Kelvin Sampson, University of Houston's basketball coach, I watched him at a coaching thing in October, and shared it with Jeff. And what it's called is Sign the Bubble. And what that is, some of you may know, but you could buy a bubble and put it on top of the basket, and the ball will never go in. Okay, so if you're shooting and working on rebounding, whatever you want to do, they would put that up there. Well, anyway, we didn't have one. I wasn't going to buy one. I didn't think that was that big of a deal to do that, but I like the concept behind it. So what we did instead is we put Hannah made our sheets for us, and they would get to sign this for rebounds, hitting a certain number of rebounds in a varsity game. So we thought, heck, if it's good enough for varsity, why can't the JV do it? So we also have one for the JV team. So, University of Houston, so Cyclones, they would take it down, and the player would sign it after each game. Whoever had the most hit that goal for rebounds. At the end of the season, the coach would give that to that player. Okay, so the concept I like. So what we did is have them sign each time they hit the rebound mark, or we'll talk about that in a second. But for our varsity, rebounding was Lindsay Cruzy. So Lisa, you can use that as wallpaper, whatever you want to, or find a way, whatever. So anyway, pretty cool. Good job, Lindsay. And then we also did it for the JV team. And JV rebounding was Bree Cabot. I was saying 9, but I can't. I thought I wrote it down, but I did. So anyway, well done. And then we did it for assist. We call it the assistance program. So we did it for JV, we did it for varsity. So many assists per game. Which the reason we started doing this one after we actually started playing, because I wanted the girls to understand how valuable it is. You got to score. It's even more so to share that ball, to hit that girl for the layup, to feed the post and they score, to run our fast break, pass ahead, jump shot, score. Sharing the ball was the theory behind this, and it's huge in basketball. Okay? And when you share the ball, it brings you closer together as a team. So that was my goal behind doing the assist program. So anyway, for JV this year, signed up the most time for JV was Sophie Urbach. 4 assists a game. And then she did it 6 times out of the 20 or out of the 18. So great job. You got to realize too something. Sophie played it 6 times, but there was many games Sophie played 2 quarters. Pretty amazing. Pretty good. Good job, Sophie. And then for the varsity, this young lady did it 7 times, and there was 4 also.
We did 5.
5. And Kinsey did it 7 times. Okay, well done. Something else we started this year. Now, if I had done it about 3 years ago, it would have broke me. But at the JV varsity level, we decided to, every time I took a charge, don't tell Lauren. That's why I said it would have broke me. But anyway, she got a helmet out of it. But each time they got a charge, they would get a certificate from Paradise. Okay? So anyway, we had one person actually get 2 of them. So she will get 2 certificates. Josie Jar. Next one is Natalie Bork. I think Pete took one. Now, if you miss anybody, you tell me and I'll make it up for you. So, anyway, Pete. And a JV, I think Ava got one. And I think Matt got one. Now, if we got anybody, right? Not we, I forgot anybody, and they should have seen you before you go home. Okay? All right, so congratulations to that. Something else we have been doing now the last probably 3 or 4 years is what we call consecutive free throws. And what this drill is, you put 10 minutes on the clock and just let it run. The girls are divided up in teams, and they're on the same team throughout the season. So, for example, we would have AP, Natalie, and Kinsey as a team this year. Is that right? Okay. So during this 10 minutes, if you get the line, if you make the first one, you shoot a second one. You make the second one, you shoot a third one. You make the third one, you say what?
3.
3. So the managers at half court tallying. Okay. So then it goes on for 10 minutes. In the 10 minutes, we count them up, share out, and put it away till next time. And during the season, we usually do this on Wednesdays. Wednesdays, I do a lot of shooting, especially once the games start. Wednesdays are a little bit easier practice. We work on shooting the same things like that. But we got to Christmas, and those 3 girls were way beyond every other team we had. And it really wasn't, nobody was going to catch it, which is okay. So we decided we'll start over. Okay? Well, again, like those 3 girls. Okay? So then I told them that we will go to whoever also comes in second will get Paradise certificates. When we go into the last practice before we go play Garrigan, we have a couple teams tied. Oh, now what am I going to do? Okay? So what I did, and hopefully the others won't be upset with me, but what I did then is added the first session to the second session, and whoever came up with the most there gets second place. Okay? I was trying to be fair. I could have bought everybody one, but then that kind of defeats the purpose of what we were doing. So anyway, AP, Kids, and Matt, get the certificates. Good job. I believe, what was your high, do you remember what your highest total was on one day?
17.
17 times they did that as a group. Very good. Awesome job. So then your group came in second. Should be 4 of them left, right?
Yep, I got 4 left.
Yep.
Al, you think you're in it?
No.
There is a freshman in the show. There is a freshman. And she's going to be so shocked, I'm sure, if she deserved it. Maddie, come get your certificate. Kel. Ava. You give me the stinky eye. Okay. Something I did forget, we need to get to back here to wrap this up is the varsity, all the girls voted for the awards for varsity. Most valuable player, most improved player. And again, it's pretty darn good, I feel. Most improved player for varsity. Now she will get her award. Pete. Don't forget what that Union game was like down there, okay? Take that with you next year. Most valuable player, we end up in tie. I think very appropriate. Super job. Ask him if you congratulations, both of you. When we're done, don't leave. So anyway, that wraps it up. I want to say thank you again for coming, supporting the girls. This is what it's all about. They've given so much time of their own to try to make this be the best it can be, and I think they've come pretty darn close to getting that done. Not, you know what the most important thing is? That's all well and good, but here's the most important thing. Out of the 20 girls over here, we got 20 wonderful kids. And I wouldn't trade them for anybody. That's coming from the bottom of our heart. Thank you for coming tonight.
So, for everybody leaves, we got a nice little video for Scott. You might have to leave the front ones on.
Yeah, I like that.
Oh, brother. So, ladies, if you would like to move over to the bleachers. And then give me just a moment here to get set up.
Uh-oh, there's a line for the president. We're gonna need a longer one.
Sorry.
We went to read one of the last sentence.
Hopefully they are.
Oh, my goodness gracious. So how you get these guys up here?
Bear with us, folks.
Oh, my. These gentlemen played for me back in,
Careful.
yeah, I know. 95, 96, 97.
Sure.
Well, junior high.
Yes.
Junior high. Kevin, anyway, my son was here in January. Okay? These three were super friends of my son. And Ryan and Bowie were in the same class, and Kevin was a year. Okay? So, awesome kids. Jeez, unbelievable.
Yeah.
And did you come from Southeast Iowa
Yes.
today?
Yes.
Okay, tell them where.
Winfield, Iowa. Just those Edwards, hometown, just like the opposite side of the state. So, yeah. Yeah, witness.
Yes. Kevin?
Picked me up in Polk City, so just north of Des Moines.
They picked me up in Ames. I'm from Cole. I drove over to Ames. And they picked me up in Cole.
I had these three guys, Collins, Maxwell, Baxter. And these two in junior high, and Kevin, right here.
Yep. Had me a senior year too.
In here, and picture coming through. Awesome.
I remember.
No. So, coming around, being successful.
They were the beach guys. They were probably one of them. But they got a good run there towards the end. Just pulled it.
Yeah, when I seen that they got beat, that's a good Ohio State.
Okay, Scott, are you front center here?
Here, somebody.
Come sit right So Travis Charleston helped put this little video together. There's two versions. The one version was everybody that sent in. It was awesome. So we're gonna put that on YouTube so you can all watch it, but it was almost 25 minutes long. They had a lot to say about Scott. So this is an edited version that Travis Charleston did for us.
Scott, Pam, and I would both like to congratulate you on your retirement from coaching. Also want to recognize all of the successes that you and your athletes have had over the years. You've done great work.
Thanks for all you've done for me, for being a mentor, for probably teaching me the greatest lesson, which is block the noise and believe in yourself and commit.
I just want to say thanks for taking a chance on me as an 8th grader, putting me on a varsity softball team and actually making me believe that I could do it.
Thanks for believing in us. Thanks for teaching us that it was never about winning, but becoming a better human being and a better person to serve those around us.
I want to thank you for not only being my favorite coach, but a great mentor, and best of all, a great friend.
Thank you for being a great coach and making me a stronger person.
You have done so much for the Saint Ansgar girls basketball program, and the whole community was lucky to witness it.
I was very lucky to play for such an amazing coach as you are.
Thank you for pushing me and believing in me when I didn't.
And I appreciate you pushing me to be the best I can be.
Even though I only had you for a coach for 1 year, I truly enjoyed every minute of it. Thanks for all you've done for women's athletics in Saint Ansgar.
I'll never forget how often that you would run through drills and scrimmage and play pickup with us during practice, and how everybody wanted you on our team because you were the best shot of anybody.
So I catch this, what I thought was an amazing catch in a football game my senior year, and I run to the sideline. I can't believe I caught it. I can't believe I caught this catch. And then I got this look that I've seen 100 times from being coached by Scott Rice. Yeah, you're a receiver. That's your job.
You really taught us how to work hard when it was time to be serious, but how to have fun. Just thinking about our AIU days in 6th grade and beating those teams 100-10, gosh, we thought we were on top of the world.
Coach K pulled me into his office my sophomore year and told me that he was going to help me become a first-team All-State point guard. I didn't really believe in this myself at the time, but he sure did.
Thank you for supporting us, believing in us, and pushing us to be the best we could on and off the court.
So my favorite memories were when we went to state those 2 years. Those were just unforgettable memories that I'll have for the rest of my life.
He taught me, most importantly, how to be a team player and was always there for me.
I just wanted to say thank you for everything that you've done for me and the team, and it's been great having you as a coach for the past 4 years.
Thank you for teaching both of us many life lessons that we can use in our future endeavors.
Thanks for modeling how to show your kids how to love basketball. I've taken that, I'm trying to instill that in my own kids' life, so again, thank you for modeling that.
I often reflect at my time there at the school and just what a wonderful childhood we had, and softball was a big part of that, and I am forever grateful for Coach Rice for all he did for us.
The best thing a coach can do is instill belief, and he had me believe I could take on the other team's best guard and do a good job.
You were a huge support to us on and off the court.
Thanks for putting up with strong teenage personalities for 4 years and coaching us in basketball and track.
We love you, Coach Rice, from the class of '88.
Congratulations on your retirement. That's a heck of a career, and I have so many fun memories of basketball.
I loved our pregame and pre-practice talks, and I appreciate how much you care about all of your players, past and present.
I appreciate the time you put into our team and your dedication to the culture of Saint Ansgar basketball.
I really appreciate how much you pushed me and made me a better person.
You always push us to do our best in the things that we do.
You always believe in me and give me confidence even when I don't believe in myself.
You taught me strength and confidence on and off the court. Thank you for always having my back in everything I did.
Thank you for all the time and effort you put into Saint Ansgar basketball. I'll always remember the lessons you've taught me on how to play hard and how to be a good person.
Hey Coach K, thank you for dedicating so much time to our program.
We appreciate all that you've done for us and the relationships that you have created. We will miss you very much. We hope you enjoy your retirement.
I've learned a lot from you these past 6 years. I appreciate everything you've done for this program, my family, and myself.
Sports have been a big part of my life, and that's because of you. Going to practices and games with you at Peyton Sheridan and Collins Maxwell, going to all of Renee's games, yes, even those dreadful volleyball games, made me want to be around sports all the time. You always were able to balance being my dad and my coach. If I wanted to talk about games, practices at home, it was on my terms, and I truly appreciated that.
Thank you for being an amazing father, my teacher, and my coach. I have learned so much from you. My junior year in softball, we were at home against South Hamilton, went extra innings and I got up to bat. And I remember you looking at me and you just said, "Do you?" And I did. I hit a home run and won the game. And I remember coming around second and looking at you in the coach's box at third, and you were pretty emotional. And then I got emotional. And as I got to home plate, high-fived on my team, but the one person that I wanted to give the biggest hug to is you. You were always my biggest supporter and my biggest fan.
Hey Coach, congratulations on your retirement.
Congratulations!
Congratulations!
Congratulations, Coach.
Congratulations. Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you for everything you did.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thanks for the memories. Now go run a rocket.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you for everything, Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Thank you, 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 Coach.
Thanks, Coach.
Hey, Dad. Congrats on an amazing coaching career. You've touched the lives of so many people. Growing up, I thought I was going to follow in your footsteps, be a teacher and a coach. I have very few regrets as a player, but my one only real regret is not being able to coach alongside you. You instill the importance of teamwork, self-sacrifice, and the willingness to adapt. Those traits I have carried on with me to this day. I've always admired how hard you have worked, never took shortcuts, and showed up every day because that was the right thing to do.
But Dad, you have had an amazing 35 plus years of coaching. And I know that everyone you have coached has been extremely lucky to have you in their life. So congratulations on those 35 plus years of coaching. I love you, Dad.
What do you say? It has been wonderful. I've enjoyed every minute of it. You know, it's not, as I said earlier today, it's not about the wins and losses, etc. It's about these guys. About these guys. That's why I did it, because I love to be with them. Thanks for coming tonight. I appreciate all the support.
I brought my seat. Yeah, right.